All chosen ones, listen very closely. If you are hearing this right now, it is not by accident. There are no algorithms, no coincidences, no random chances in the universe tonight. There is only a divine and urgent appointment. You were guided here because a message had to reach you before the sun rises tomorrow. You need to see this. This is an emergency broadcast for the chosen ones, a final warning before the most critical spiritual test of your entire lifetime unfolds in the next 24 hours. Tomorrow, your kindness will be weaponized against you. Your empathy will be used as a key to lock you in a cage. Your innate desire to help, to heal, to save, will become the very chain that drags you down and costs you everything you have been working towards. The universe is about to send you a test, disguised as a plea for help. It will come from a friend, a family member, a co-worker, perhaps even a stranger. It will sound reasonable. It will pull at your heartstrings. It will seem like the right thing to do. But I am here to tell you, with every ounce of spiritual clarity I possess, you must say no. Refusing every single request for help tomorrow is the only way to protect your energy, safeguard your destiny, and unlock the monumental breakthrough that is waiting for you on the other side. This is not a suggestion. This is a divine mandate. Saying yes tomorrow is not an act of kindness. It is an act of spiritual suicide. You have been feeling it, haven't you? A strange hum in the air, a low-grade anxiety thrumming just beneath the surface of your skin. Your sleep has been restless, filled with fragmented dreams you can't quite remember, but that leave you feeling exhausted, as if you've been running all night. You might feel a profound sense of loneliness, a feeling of being fundamentally different, as if you are speaking a language no one else understands. This is not your imagination. This is your spiritual antenna picking up the frequency shift. You are tuning into the cosmic storm that is gathering just over the horizon of our collective awareness. This is the calm before the test. You, the chosen one, are an empath, a light worker, a beacon. Your energy is a lighthouse in a world of fog. And because of this, you have always attracted the lost, the broken, the needy. You are the one people call in a crisis. You are the one who gives and gives, often until your own well is bone dry. You have spent lifetimes playing the role of the savior, the martyr, the endless well of compassion. But that era is over. That soul contract has expired. The universe is now asking you to choose yourself. Tomorrow, it will test that choice. It will send agents of the past, emissaries of your old karmic loops, to see if you will fall back into the old pattern of self-sacrifice. They will come to you with their problems, their emergencies, their needs. They will not know they are part of a cosmic test. On their end, the request will feel genuine, but on a higher energetic level, their plea is a hook. It is a carefully crafted lure sent by the old 3D matrix to see if you are truly ready to ascend to the 5D reality of energetic sovereignty and divine purpose. Let's be perfectly clear about what is happening on an invisible, energetic level. We are passing through a narrow cosmic gateway, a vibrational checkpoint. This is a recalibration point for the planet, and for the souls who are here to lead the way into the new paradigm. To pass through this gate, you must be carrying a specific frequency, the frequency of self-worth, of sacred boundaries, of unapologetic devotion to your own divine mission. Any frequency of obligation, of guilt, of enmeshment, of people-pleasing is too dense to make it through. It will weigh you down and anchor you to the collapsing timeline. So the universe, in its infinite wisdom, orchestrates a final exam. It sends you a scenario that perfectly mirrors your deepest wound, your oldest pattern. For so many chosen ones, that pattern is self-abandonment in the name of helping others. You learned somewhere along the way, perhaps in this life or another, that your worth was tied to your usefulness, that to be loved, you had to be needed, that saying no was selfish, cruel, or unspiritual. This is the great lie of the Matrix. This is the slave programming you came here to dismantle. And tomorrow is your final exam on this subject. When you say yes to their request, you are not just giving your time or your money or your energy. You are making a powerful energetic statement to the universe. You are saying, my needs do not matter. My energy is not my own. My mission can wait. I am still available to be drained. I am not ready for the next level. And the universe, which only ever responds to your energetic broadcast, will say, as you wish. The gateway will close for you, and the breakthrough you are on the cusp of will dissolve into mist. Think about the stakes. They are higher than you can possibly imagine. That abundance you have been praying for, that soulmate connection you have been aching for, that creative project that your soul is screaming to bring to life, that profound sense of peace and purpose you have been seeking, all of it is waiting for you directly on the other side of this test. It is being held for you in escrow by the universe. The password to unlock it, the key to release it into your reality, is your ability to say a firm, loving, and unwavering "No" tomorrow. When you say yes, you are handing the key to your future over to someone else. You are allowing their manufactured crisis to take precedence over your divine destiny. You are literally transferring your life force, your creative power, your manifestation energy, into their reality to solve their problem, leaving yourself depleted and unable to build your own. This is the universal trap. It is a parasitic loop that has kept lightworkers trapped for eons. It looks like compassion, but it is actually a form of energetic vampirism, and you have been a willing participant because you were taught that this was your purpose. But your true purpose is not to be a battery for others. Your purpose is to shine your own light so brightly that you give others permission to find their own inner light source. You cannot do that if your bulb is constantly dimmed from powering someone else's life. Tomorrow, you must understand that helping them is actually hurting them. It is robbing them of the opportunity to face their own karma, to learn their own lessons, and to find their own inner strength. Your help becomes a crutch that prevents their own spiritual muscles from developing. True divine compassion is not fixing it for them. It is holding space for them to fix it themselves. It is honoring their soul's journey by trusting that they have the strength to navigate it. If you feel this resonance in your soul, if you know you are a chosen one facing this test, type "I am ready" in the comments right now to anchor your resolve. The individuals who will approach you tomorrow are what we call karmic agents. This doesn't make them bad people. On a soul level, they have agreed to play this role for you. They are actors in your divine play, showing up to deliver their lines and see how you will react. They will be the perfect embodiment of your deepest trigger points. If you have a wound around a parent who never made you feel good enough, the request might come from a demanding boss who triggers that same feeling. If you have a pattern of attracting partners who need saving, an old flame might suddenly reappear with a crisis that only you can solve. If you feel guilty about having more than others, a friend might call you with a desperate financial problem. Do you see the pattern? The universe is a master orchestrator. The test will be tailor-made for you. It will be exquisitely designed to press on your most sensitive emotional bruises, to activate your deepest programming of guilt, shame, and obligation. This is how you know it's the test. It won't be a simple, easy request. It will be one that makes your stomach clench, one that makes you feel trapped between a rock and a hard place. You will feel that old familiar pull to sweep in and make it all better, to take their pain away, to be the hero. And that is the moment of truth. That is the crossroads. In that moment, you must pause, you must breathe, and you must access a higher wisdom that overrides your conditioned human response. You must remember that their crisis is not your emergency. Their lack of planning is not your responsibility. Their emotional turmoil is not yours to absorb and transmute. You are a sovereign being. Your energetic field is sacred territory, and tomorrow you must become its fierce and loving guardian. Saying yes is like giving them the keys to your home. They will come in, put their feet up, create a mess, and drain your resources, leaving you to clean up the aftermath long after they are gone. When you give them your energy, you are also taking on their karmic signature. You are literally downloading their density, their unresolved issues, their energetic debris into your own field. This is why you feel so exhausted, so heavy, so defeated after helping certain people. You have literally taken on their energetic weight. Tomorrow, the stakes are amplified 1,000-fold. Saying yes is not just about feeling tired for a day, it's about taking on a karmic debt that could take you months or even years to clear. It will derail your progress, cloud your intuition, and block the flow of blessings that are trying to reach you. It is a cosmic detour that leads you right back to the beginning of the maze you have been trying so desperately to escape. This is why the warning is so severe. This is why the message had to reach you tonight. You are standing at the precipice of a quantum leap. You can either step forward into your power, or you can allow yourself to be pulled back into the quicksand of the past. The choice is yours, and it will be made with a single word: yes or no. The universe is testing your discernment. It wants to see if you can tell the difference between true divinely guided service and ego-driven trauma-based rescuing. True service feels expansive. It energizes you. It aligns with your mission. It is reciprocal. Rescuing, on the other hand, feels draining. It is rooted in a feeling of obligation or a need to be validated. It creates dependency. It is a one-way flow of energy. Tomorrow, every request that comes your way will fall into the latter category. It is a simulation, a holographic projection from the old paradigm designed to test your frequency. Your soul already knows this. That is why you feel the tension. Your soul is trying to communicate with you through your intuition, through that tightness in your gut, through that voice in the back of your head that whispers, "Be careful." You must learn to trust that inner voice more than you trust the external voices of demand and expectation. Your intuition is your divine compass, and tomorrow, it will be screaming at you to change course. Do not ignore it. Do not rationalize it away. Do not let your logical mind, conditioned by years of societal programming, convince you that saying no is wrong. Your mind is part of the matrix. Your heart and your gut are connected to the cosmos. Trust the cosmic intelligence that flows through you. It will not lead you astray. This test is the final barrier between the person you have been and the powerful, sovereign creator being you are destined to become. All you have to do is hold your ground. For 24 hours, your only job is to be an unshakable pillar of self-preservation. Your only answer is no. This is your rite of passage. Prepare yourself. The test begins at sunrise. As the sun rises tomorrow, the test will not announce itself with trumpets and fanfare. It will arrive silently, cloaked in the mundane. It will be a text message, a phone call, an unexpected knock at the door. It will wear a familiar face and speak with a convincing voice. And your first instinct, your deeply ingrained programming, will be to react, to fix, to solve. This is where you must become the silent observer of your own mind. You must witness that initial impulse to say yes, to jump in, without becoming it. Understand that this impulse is not your soul's wisdom, it is your trauma's echo. It is the voice of a younger you who learned that love was conditional, that safety lay in being indispensable. Tomorrow, you are here to heal that inner child by showing them a new way. You are here to demonstrate that you can be loved for who you are, not for what you do for others. That you can be safe and secure while holding a firm boundary. This is the deep cellular healing that is available to you, but it requires you to endure the discomfort of breaking a lifelong pattern. It will feel unnatural. It will feel wrong. It will feel like you are letting someone down. But what you are actually letting down is the false prison of expectation that has kept your soul in chains. You are letting go of the role of the martyr so you can finally step into the reality of the master. Let's dissect the anatomy of this energetic trap so you can recognize it instantly. Think of your energetic field, your aura, as a luminous, vibrant vessel of divine life force. This is your creative power, your spiritual currency. A chosen one's vessel is exceptionally bright and potent, which is why it is so attractive to those who are running on empty. A karmic agent, often unconsciously, seeks to tap into your vessel. The request for help is the drill they use to pierce your field. The story of their crisis, the guilt they trigger in you, is the siphon they insert. The moment you say yes and emotionally invest in their problem, the valve opens, and your precious life force begins to drain from your vessel into theirs. You are literally funding their reality with your spiritual energy. This is why you feel so hollowed out, so depleted after these encounters. It's not just mental or emotional fatigue, it is a literal transfer of spiritual essence. Tomorrow, this process will be supercharged. The cosmic gateway amplifies every energetic exchange. Saying yes will be like opening a fire hydrant of your soul's energy and letting it gush out, leaving you with nothing for yourself. This is how the trap ensures you are too depleted to walk through the gateway. You can't make a quantum leap when you have no fuel in your tank. The trap is designed to ground you, to keep you stuck, by tricking you into giving away the very energy you need to ascend. Pay close attention, because the requests will be masterfully disguised. They won't all be about money or physical assistance. The most insidious traps are emotional. It might be a friend who calls you to unload their relentless negativity for hours, using you as an emotional dumping ground. It might be a family member who subtly manipulates you with guilt, reminding you of all they've done for you, to get you to agree to something that violates your peace. It could be a partner who creates a drama vortex, demanding your constant attention and emotional labor to feel validated. These are not cries for help, they are demands for energy. Your job tomorrow is to discern the difference with ruthless clarity. A genuine need for connection feels reciprocal. A demand for energy feels parasitic. The key indicator is how it makes you feel in your body. Before you even answer, notice the physical sensation. Does the thought of engaging make your chest tighten? Does your stomach churn? Do you feel a wave of exhaustion wash over you? That is your body's intelligence, your soul's warning system, screaming no. Your body cannot lie. It is the ultimate truth teller in this test. The karmic agent will try to appeal to your mind with logic and to your heart with emotion, but your body holds the non-negotiable truth. Trust its wisdom above all else. Do not allow your mind to talk you out of what your gut already knows. So, how do you say no? The Matrix has programmed us to believe that no is a harsh, aggressive, and selfish word. This is a lie. No is a sacred word. It is the word of sovereignty. It is the sound of a boundary being honored. It is an act of supreme self-love. Tomorrow, you must reclaim the holiness of this word. You do not need to justify, apologize, or explain your no. No, I am not able to do that is a complete and perfect sentence. I'm sorry, I can't, is more than sufficient. You do not owe anyone a detailed explanation of why you are prioritizing your own well-being. Any attempt to force you to justify your no is a violation of your boundary, and further proof that you are in the presence of a karmic agent. They want you to explain so they can pick apart your reasons, find loopholes, and manipulate you into changing your mind. Do not engage. Do not get drawn into a debate about your decision. State your boundary calmly, firmly, and lovingly. And then end the conversation. You can send them love from a distance. You can hold a vision of them finding their own solution. But you cannot get into the mud with them. Your energy must remain pristine. Remember, you are breaking a powerful addiction, the addiction to being needed. The guilt you feel is the withdrawal symptom. It will be intense, but it will pass. And on the other side of that temporary discomfort is a permanent state of freedom you can't even imagine right now. If you are ready to reclaim your power and declare your energetic field off limits, type "My energy is sacred" in the comments below. Let the universe hear your declaration. The moment you say no, the test enters its second phase. Be prepared for the reaction. The karmic agent, cut off from their energy supply, will likely react poorly. They might become angry. They might accuse you of being selfish, of not caring, of having changed. They might try to rally others against you, painting you as the villain. This is the final part of the test. Can you hold your center in the face of their disapproval? Can you withstand the emotional backlash without caving? Can you love yourself enough to allow them to be wrong about you? Their reaction is the ultimate confirmation that you did the right thing. It reveals that their connection to you was not based on unconditional love, but on what they could get from you. A person who truly respects you will respect your no, even if they are disappointed. A person who is using you will punish you for it. Do not absorb their anger. Do not internalize their accusations. See their reaction for what it is, the tantrum of an energy system that has been denied its usual fix. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Your only job is to remain the calm, unwavering center of your own universe. This is you demonstrating to the cosmos that your self-worth is no longer external. It is not dependent on anyone else's approval or opinion. It is an unshakable internal reality. And that is the frequency of a true master. Once you have successfully held your boundary against the external request and the subsequent emotional fallout, something miraculous will begin to happen. A profound sense of peace will wash over you. A feeling of lightness, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders, will fill your being. This is the immediate reward. It is the feeling of your own life force, your own energy, flooding back into your own vessel. Perhaps for the first time in years, you will feel a new sense of clarity. The brain fog will lift. Suddenly, solutions to your own problems will become obvious. Creative ideas will begin to flow. You will feel a quiet, powerful confidence bubbling up from within. This is the prelude to the breakthrough. You have just declared your energetic sovereignty, and the universe has heard you loud and clear. It now sees that you are ready to receive, because you are no longer a leaky bucket. You have proven you can be a responsible steward of the immense blessings that are waiting to be poured into your life. The universe will not give you $1 million if it knows you're just going to hand it over to the first person who comes to you with a sob story. It will not send you your divine partner if it knows you will abandon your own needs to cater to theirs. You must first prove you can hold the container. Tomorrow, by saying "No," you are proving that your container is strong, sealed, and ready. This entire process is about graduating from a soul archetype. For lifetimes, many of you have been operating under the archetype of the wounded healer or the martyr. You healed others from your own place of woundedness, believing that your sacrifice would earn you love or redemption. But that is an old 3D paradigm of suffering. You are now being initiated into the 5D archetype of the embodied lighthouse. A lighthouse does not run around the coast trying to save individual ships. It does not leave its post to chase after a boat that is heading for the rocks. It simply stands, anchored in its own power, and shines its light. It is a beacon of unwavering presence. Its light is a gift freely offered to all, but it is up to each ship to use that light to navigate its own course. The lighthouse's job is not to steer the ships, its job is to be the light. This is your new mission. To stop being the rescuer, and to start being the beacon. To stop depleting yourself by fixing others' lives, and to start energizing the world by living your own authentic, joyful, abundant life so powerfully that you inspire everyone around you to do the same. This test is your final exam for this graduation. Pass it, and your new role, your true divine mission will be activated. The path ahead will become illuminated, and the breakthrough will not just be a possibility, it will become your new and permanent reality. The choice is simple, but it is not easy. It will require every ounce of your courage. But the soul of a chosen one was forged in cosmic fire. You have everything you need within you to succeed. Let us go deeper now into the quantum mechanics of this test, beyond the emotional and into the purely vibrational. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take is a broadcast to the quantum field. You are constantly sending out signals that tell the universe what you are a vibrational match for. For a long time, as a chosen one, you have been broadcasting a signal of availability for drainage. You have sent out a frequency that says, "My energy is a public resource. I am here to solve the problems of others. I am a dumping ground for energetic and emotional toxicity." And the universe, being an impartial mirror, has dutifully sent you people, situations, and crises that perfectly match that broadcast. You have attracted the energy vampires, the emotional manipulators, and the perpetual victims because your frequency called them in. You have been living in a self-created reality of depletion and self-sacrifice, all because of the signal you were sending. This test tomorrow is your one singular chance to fundamentally and permanently change that broadcast. When you say no, a firm, clear, unapologetic no, you are sending a shockwave through the quantum field. You are emitting a brand new frequency. This new signal says, I am a sovereign being. My energy is sacred and it belongs to me. I am the creator of my own reality. My resources are reserved for the fulfillment of my divine mission. I am no longer available for energetic parasitism. This is not for everyone, it's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called Urgent Alert. September 21st, 22 new moon is about to change everything. In that video, I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. This new broadcast is the most powerful manifestation tool you have. It acts as a cosmic repellent to the old energies and as an irresistible magnet to the new. The moment this new frequency emanates from you, the entire holographic reality around you must begin to reorganize itself to match it. The karmic agents who have been tethered to your energy field will suddenly and inexplicably lose interest. The phone will stop ringing with their crises. They will feel a vibrational mismatch with you and will naturally drift away to find a new source because you are no longer broadcasting on a frequency they can feed from. Simultaneously, the universe will begin to bring you people and opportunities that are a match for your new sovereign frequency. You will start to meet other empowered creators, other lighthouses. You will attract collaborators who want to build with you, not take from you. Opportunities for abundance will appear out of thin air because the universe now recognizes you as someone who will use those resources to expand light, not just plug holes in someone else's sinking ship. This is not just positive thinking. This is quantum law. Your reality is a direct reflection of your dominant frequency. By saying no tomorrow, you are initiating the most profound and rapid frequency shift of your entire life. You are not just avoiding a problem, you are recoding your entire energetic signature and therefore redesigning your future. Think back over your life. How many times have you been on the verge of a breakthrough, only to have it mysteriously sabotaged at the last minute? You were about to launch that business, and suddenly a family member had a massive crisis that consumed all your time and money. You were about to finally commit to your health, and a friend fell into a deep depression and needed your constant emotional support. You were about to receive a huge influx of money, and a partner made a reckless decision that plunged you into debt. Do you see the pattern? These were not random acts of bad luck. These were previous versions of the same test, and you failed them by saying yes. The Matrix has a vested interest in keeping its most powerful lightworkers suppressed. It knows that a fully activated chosen one is a threat to its control system. So it has always sent these breakthrough blockers at the exact moment you were about to level up. It used your compassion as a leash to pull you back down every time you tried to fly. Tomorrow is different. Tomorrow the cosmic energies are so potent, the gateway is so wide open, that passing this test will not just prevent the next sabotage, it will retroactively clear the karma of all the previous failed tests. By saying no tomorrow, you are healing your timeline backwards and forwards. You are reclaiming the power and the progress that was stolen from you in the past and securing a future free from this specific pattern of cosmic interference. The stakes are that high. This one act of self-preservation will rewrite your entire soul's journey. To pass this test, you must also be aware of the more subtle forms the request for help might take. It might come disguised as a compliment. Someone might say, "You're the only one who can help me, you're so good at this, I don't know what I would do without you." This is an ego trap. It's designed to appeal to your need to feel special and capable. Your ego will want to say yes to prove them right. But your soul knows this is a form of flattery designed to lower your defenses. Do not fall for it. The request could also come disguised as an amazing opportunity, a business proposal that sounds too good to be true, but that you intuitively feel is going to be an energy drain. A creative collaboration with someone you admire, but who you know has a reputation for being a user. The Matrix is clever. It will dangle a carrot in front of you, something it knows you want, to trick you into saying yes. This is a test of your discernment. Can you see past the shiny surface to the energetic reality beneath? Can you say no to something that looks good on paper but feels wrong in your soul? Your future depends on your ability to make this distinction. Trust your inner no even when your mind is screaming yes. Your intuition sees the energetic fine print that your eyes cannot. If you are committed to trusting your soul's wisdom over your mind's programming, type "I trust my inner voice" in the comments right now. This is your pact with your higher self. Let's talk about the immediate 24-48 hours after you have successfully passed the test. After the initial feeling of peace and clarity, you may experience a period of what feels like emptiness or even boredom. This is a crucial and delicate phase. The space that was previously filled with other people's dramas and crises is now empty. This void can be uncomfortable. Your nervous system, accustomed to the constant state of low-grade emergency, might not know what to do with the peace. You might feel an urge to create drama yourself, just to feel something familiar. You might be tempted to call the person you said no to, just to check on them. Do not do this. This is the addiction kicking back in, trying to lure you back to your old pattern. You must hold steady in the void. This emptiness is not a negative space, it is a sacred, fertile vacuum. It is the space the universe has cleared for your blessings to arrive. You must protect this space. Do not rush to fill it with noise, distraction, or old habits. Instead, sit in it. Meditate. Journal. Go for a walk in nature. Take a bath. Listen to high-frequency music. Your only job during this period is to nurture your own energy and to hold the frequency of joyful expectation. You are signaling to the universe that this new peaceful state is your new normal. You are calibrating your entire being to the frequency of receptivity. During this recalibration period, your dreams will likely become incredibly vivid and symbolic. Your subconscious mind is working overtime to process the old patterns you've just shed and to integrate the new light codes you are now able to receive. Pay close attention to these dreams. Keep a journal by your bed and write them down the moment you wake up. They will contain vital guidance for your next steps. You might dream of old houses representing your past self and see yourself cleaning them out or moving into a new beautiful home. You might dream of shedding your skin like a snake, symbolizing your profound transformation. You might encounter spirit guides, ancestors, or angelic beings who offer you messages of encouragement and wisdom. Your dream state is one of the primary channels through which the universe will communicate with you now that your waking life is no longer cluttered with external noise. These messages are the blueprints for your breakthrough. They are the map to your new reality. Honor them. Study them. They are gifts from your soul. The universe is showing you, in the language of symbols, the magnificent future you have just unlocked by having the courage to say that one sacred word no. Finally, understand that by passing this test you are not just doing this for yourself. As a chosen one, your journey is intrinsically linked to the collective. Every time a lightworker reclaims their sovereignty and steps into their power, they create a ripple effect that raises the consciousness of the entire planet. Your victory is a victory for all of us. When you break free from the parasitic loop, you create a new template, a new possible reality for others to follow. You demonstrate that it is possible to be both spiritual and sovereign, both compassionate and well-boundaried. You become the living embodiment of the new paradigm. Other people who are struggling with the same patterns will be drawn to your energy, not to drain it, but to learn from your example. You will become the lighthouse, not by telling them what to do, but simply by being the light. Your courage will give them courage. Your freedom will show them what is possible for them too. This is the true service of a chosen one. It is not found in the draining act of fixing, but in the radiant act of being. Tomorrow, when you say no to them, You are saying yes to yourself, yes to your mission, yes to your breakthrough, and yes to a new earth for all of humanity. That is the true weight of the choice that lies before you. Choose wisely. Your destiny, and in a small way all of our destinies, depend on it. Now that you comprehend the quantum signature of this event, it is time to peel back another layer of reality, to understand the sacred multi-dimensional architecture of this test. What is about to happen to you tomorrow is not merely a personal trial, it is an ancestral exorcism. You must grasp this with every fiber of your being. The pattern of self-sacrifice, the compulsion to say yes when your soul is screaming no, is very likely not your own. It is a ghost. It is a heavy, tangled, energetic inheritance that has been passed down through your bloodline for generations. Think of your ancestors, particularly the women in your lineage. Think of the mothers, the grandmothers, the great-grandmothers who were taught that their value was in their servitude. They were conditioned to believe that their needs came last, that their dreams were disposable, and that their purpose was to be a bottomless well for their families and communities. They were praised for their martyrdom and shamed for their boundaries. This is not just a social conditioning, it is an energetic code, a somatic imprint that has been passed down through the DNA, through the womb, through the very fabric of your soul's lineage. You have been carrying their unresolved grief, their silenced voices, their unfulfilled destinies within your own energy field. And tomorrow you are being given a divine opportunity to be the one who finally breaks the chain. This is urgent, do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing, Your Gent Alert. September 21st, 22 New Moon is about to change everything. What happens next will shock every spiritually awake chosen one. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the new moon lands. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. When you say no tomorrow, you are not just saying it for yourself. You are saying it for your mother, who was never allowed to. You are saying it for your grandmother, who didn't even know it was an option. You are saying it for every ancestor who sacrificed their light, so that you, one day, could have the chance to be fully sovereign. This act is a thunderclap that will echo backwards through your ancestral timeline, healing and releasing the karmic debt of your entire lineage. You will feel their gratitude. You may feel a sudden release of a sadness you never understood, or an anxiety that never felt like it belonged to you. This is the ancestral burden lifting. Simultaneously, your act of sovereignty echoes forward, clearing the path for the generations to come. You are ensuring that your children and their children will be born into a reality where self-worth is their birthright, not something they have to earn through self-abandonment. Do you feel the immense gravity of this? You are the linchpin. You are the chosen ancestor. This is not just about unlocking your own breakthrough. It is about liberating your entire bloodline from a prison of servitude that has spanned centuries. The karmic agent who approaches you tomorrow is not just testing you. They are testing the strength of your entire ancestral chain, and you are the one who has been chosen to be its strongest link. To fully grasp the sacredness of this event, you must also understand the concept of the divine conspiracy. The person, the karmic agent, who will approach you tomorrow, is not your enemy. They are not a villain. On the highest level of soul awareness, they are your most devoted ally. Before you both incarnated, you made a pact. Your souls sat together in the light, and this soul agreed to play a difficult and thankless role for you. They agreed to be the one who would trigger you, the one who would push you to your breaking point, the one who would present you with the perfect tailor-made test at the exact divinely timed moment of your potential ascension. They agreed to do this out of a profound love for your soul and a deep commitment to your evolution. Their role is to be the grit in the oyster that forces you to create the pearl of your sovereignty. This is a sacred deception, a cosmic play orchestrated for your ultimate benefit. When they approach you, try to look beyond the human personality, beyond their story, beyond their demand. Try to see the shimmering light of the soul actor behind the mask and silently thank them for their service. This does not mean you say yes. In fact, The greatest way to honor your soul contract with them is to say no, to pass the test they came to deliver. By passing, you release them from their karmic duty to you. You both get to graduate. Holding this perspective will dissolve any anger or resentment you might feel and allow you to hold your boundary, not from a place of fear or frustration, but from a place of profound, detached, divine love. If you are ready to heal your lineage and honor the sacred contracts of your soul, type "I am breaking the chain" in the comments below. Let your ancestors and your spiritual allies hear your powerful declaration. Let's ground this into your physical body, into your nervous system. The overwhelming urge you will feel to say yes is a deeply embedded trauma response. It is the fawn response, a survival mechanism you develop to appease perceived threats in your environment in order to stay safe. When you were a child, saying no might have resulted in anger, disapproval, or the withdrawal of love. So your nervous system learned agreement equals safety. Disagreement equals danger. Tomorrow's test is a direct confrontation with this primal programming. When you prepare to say no, your body will likely react as if it is facing a genuine threat. Your heart might race, your palms might sweat, you might feel a knot in your stomach. This is your nervous system screaming, "Warning! You are breaking the old rule. This is not safe." Your job is to become the calm, conscious parent to your own nervous system. You must breathe through these physical sensations and gently remind your body, "I am not a helpless child anymore. I am a powerful adult. Setting a boundary is not dangerous. It is the ultimate act of safety." Each time you say no and survive the experience, you are giving your nervous system new data. You are literally forging new neural pathways. You are teaching your body, on a cellular level, that sovereignty is safe. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. It is the physical sensation of your own liberation. It is the feeling of old chains snapping. Embrace it as the tangible proof of your transformation. Finally, you must be prepared for the echo tests. After the main event of tomorrow, after you have successfully navigated the primary test from your designated karmic agent, the universe will send a series of smaller, less intense tests to see if the lesson has truly integrated. This is not to be cruel. It is to help you solidify your new boundary muscles. An echo test might look like a coworker asking you to take on a small piece of their work. It might be a distant relative calling for a quick chat that you know will turn into an hour-long complaint session. It might be an email from an organization asking you to volunteer for a task that doesn't excite you. These are the echoes. They are pop quizzes to ensure you are not just temporarily compliant, but permanently transformed. The key is to treat these small tests with the same sacred seriousness as the main one. Each time you hold your new boundary, no matter how small the request, you are reinforcing the new frequency. You are telling the universe, "Yes, I was serious. This is This is my new reality." Do not get complacent. The 24-hour test period is the main initiation, but the following week is the integration period. Use every small opportunity to practice your sacred no. This will lock in your breakthrough and ensure that the old patterns do not have a single crack through which they can re-enter your new pristine sovereign reality. This diligence is what separates a fleeting victory from a permanent evolution of consciousness. We have reached the final layer of this urgent transmission, and this is where we anchor the theory into practical, grounded action. You now understand the quantum mechanics, the spiritual stakes, and the emotional landscape of the test that awaits you at sunrise. But knowledge without application is useless. The universe does not reward you for what you know, it rewards you for what you embody. Tomorrow is your final embodiment exam. So let us craft your unwavering battle plan for the next 24 hours. This is not about aggression or conflict. It is about a strategy of divine and unshakable peace. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become an impenetrable fortress of tranquility. Your power does not lie in fighting back or engaging in their drama, it lies in your radical non-reactivity. You are to become the calm eye of the storm. While the winds of their chaos howl around you, you will remain perfectly still, perfectly centered, perfectly sovereign. This stillness is your superpower. It is the frequency that dissolves the matrix's illusions and repels all parasitic energies. Your preparation begins tonight. Before you sleep, you must consciously and intentionally create a sacred energetic container around yourself. Find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Light a candle, burn some sage or Palo Santo to clear your energy field and your physical space. Sit in meditation, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Close your eyes and visualize a brilliant sphere of golden white light completely surrounding you. See it extending at least 3 feet from your body in all directions, above your head, below your feet, in front, behind, and on both sides. This is your shield of light, your sovereign space. As you visualize it, set a powerful intention. Speak these words aloud, feeling their truth in every cell of your being. I am a sovereign being of light. My energy is my own. I am divinely protected. My boundaries are sacred and non-negotiable. I am available only for energies of the highest love and light. I am unavailable for drama, for manipulation, for energetic drainage, and for any and all requests that are not in absolute alignment with my highest good and divine mission. My answer for the next 24 hours is a sacred and loving no to all that does not serve my soul's expansion. And so it is. Feel this decree sealing your shield of light, making it impenetrable. This is not just a visualization, it is an act of co-creation with the universe. You are giving your spiritual team, your guides, your angels, your higher self, explicit permission to enforce these boundaries on your behalf. When you wake up tomorrow morning, before you look at your phone, before you engage with the outside world, you must reinforce this shield. The moment you open your eyes, your first thought should be, I am sovereign, I am protected. Spend 5 minutes renewing the visualization of your golden white sphere of light. This act primes your energy for the day. It sets the dominant frequency before any external influence has a chance to infiltrate your field. Throughout the day, especially if you start to feel stressed, anxious, or pulled into someone else's energy, take a moment to consciously reconnect with your shield. Go to the bathroom, close your eyes for 30 seconds, and see it shining brightly around you. This is your energetic hygiene, and tomorrow it is as essential as breathing. This practice keeps you anchored in your power, making it infinitely easier to hold your ground when the test inevitably arrives. You are not waiting to be attacked and then defending. You are proactively establishing a high-frequency field that low-frequency requests cannot even enter. Now, let's script your responses. Having a pre-planned, gentle but firm refusal ready will prevent you from being caught off guard and fumbling into an accidental yes. The key is to be polite, non-emotional, and final. Here are a few phrases you can memorize and adapt. For a request for your time or energy, thank you for thinking of me, but I'm not available. For a request for money, I appreciate you reaching out, but I'm not in a position to help with that. For an emotional dumping session, I can hear this is really difficult for you, but I only have a few minutes, and I'm not able to talk about this at length right now. Notice the pattern. There is no long-winded apology. There is no detailed excuse. There is no room for negotiation. You are not leaving the door open for them to try again later. It is a simple, clean, and complete boundary. Practice saying these phrases out loud. Feel the power in them. The first few times you say no without justifying it, it will feel terrifying. But each time you do it, you are literally rewiring your brain and your nervous system for empowerment. You are building the muscle of self-worth. By the end of the day, it will feel less like a confrontation and more like a simple statement of fact, as natural as saying your own name. If you are ready to arm yourself with the sacred word no and stand guard at the gate of your own soul, type I am the guardian of my energies in the comments section. Declare your role in this divine mission. Let's address the profound fear that underlies this entire pattern, the fear of abandonment. For many chosen ones, the programming runs deep. If I don't help them, they will leave me. If I am not useful, I will be alone. Tomorrow, the universe is asking you to face this fear head-on. It is asking you to be willing to be alone in order to be free. The truth you are about to learn is that anyone who leaves your life because you set a healthy boundary was never truly in your life for the right reasons. Their presence was conditional upon your self-abandonment. Their departure is not a loss, it is a divine cleansing. It is the universe removing the energetic anchors that have been holding you down. You must be brave enough to let them go. You must trust that the space they leave will be filled by people who love and respect the real sovereign you, not the role you used to play. This test is a great cosmic filter. It is designed to sift your relationships, leaving only those that are built on the solid gold of authenticity and mutual respect. The fear of being alone is the Matrix's final ghost, its last-ditch effort to keep you in your cage. Walk through that fear tomorrow, and you will find that on the other side is not loneliness, but a profound and joyful connection with your own soul, which is the most important relationship you will ever have. The breakthrough that awaits you on the other side of this test is not just one thing. It is a cascade of miracles, a domino effect of blessings. By holding your sovereign frequency, you unlock multiple streams of grace simultaneously. For some, it will be a sudden, unexpected financial windfall, an inheritance, a surprise bonus, a new client, an inspired business idea that flows in with effortless clarity. For others, it will be a breakthrough in health, a chronic condition that suddenly dissipates, a surge of vitality and energy that you haven't felt in years. For many, it will be a relationship breakthrough. The karmic X will finally be cleared from your energy, making space for a true divine partner to enter, or an existing partnership will elevate to a new level of intimacy and respect. For creatives, it will be a tidal wave of inspiration. The downloads for your book, your album, your masterpiece, will pour in with stunning speed and precision. For all who pass, there will be a profound and lasting spiritual breakthrough. Your psychic senses will sharpen, your connection to your guides will become crystal clear, and you will feel an unshakable sense of your own purpose and power. This is what you are saying yes to when you say no to them. You are trading one day of discomfort for a lifetime of magic. You are choosing your destiny over their drama. Do not let one moment of weakness, one twinge of guilt, rob you of the magnificent future your soul has been working for lifetimes to achieve. Remember this: you are a chosen one. You did not come to this planet at this pivotal time to be a doormat. You did not incarnate into this beautiful, chaotic world to be a battery for the unawakened. You are a system buster. You are a paradigm shifter. You are a way shower. Your mission is bold, and it requires all of your energy, all of your focus, all of your life force. Every drop of your precious energy that you give away to a parasitic dynamic is a drop that cannot be invested in building the new earth. This test is not just personal, it is planetary. The collective needs you to be full, to be radiant, to be powerful. It needs you to be a shining example of what is possible when a human being fully reclaims their divine inheritance. This is your graduation day. This is your final initiation from spiritual student to embodied master. All the lessons, all the heartbreaks, all the challenges you have faced have been preparing you for this single 24-hour period. You are ready. You have been trained for this. Now is the time to execute your mission with grace, with love, and with the unwavering conviction of a soul who knows its own worth. Tomorrow, you will be tested. Say no. Protect your energy. Claim your destiny. The breakthrough is here. It is waiting for you. And the only key that unlocks the door is your own sacred, unapologetic, and world-changing no. The universe is watching. Your future self is cheering you on. Make them proud.